So with the survival arc of this anime of in Classroom Relate of season 1, episode 9. Now I have not did season 2 yet. I would definitely will get into that. Definitely get into that once I finish with this series. I may not do it tonight, maybe tomorrow. We'll just have to wait and see what really pans out, stuff like that. And so yeah, but I've also reading a manga book, reading a manga book, reading a girlfriend because I got volume 1, 2, and 3. I think I got it from Books and Moon. I think so. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure because I bought it like two books for one. So actually no, I should two books and get one for free. So it's a pretty good bargain, good deal and stuff like that. But it's pretty as it is. But even though I definitely will give up my first impressions based on the manga and just see how much it compares to the anime. So with that, so I figure I just want to let you guys know and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I just want to say this other thing I want to say here also too. I just want people just know if you guys know any good manga sites I can go to, please no pirate websites, please just link me as a site where I can go to where I can just not do live recs but just to read panels of from the site of that. So yeah, but yeah, I will look for it if you guys can really help me out with that. So I would really appreciate it. So I figured as well as you guys. So yeah. Okay. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started with this and not just let my reaction of this review. The first thing I want to say here is that picking a leader is really risky. It really actually is. It's really really risky. And even though the leader is pretty much is in control of the group, like telling the group what they should do, what they should not do, stuff like that, collecting wood, collecting fruit, and stuff like that, and stuff, and I mean, it seems to me that all the fruit may seem like, oh yeah, this is good to eat, this is not good to eat, or anything like that, or anything like that. Here's one thing that really shocks me the most, is because you basically have I mean he's not the MC not MC of the character basically in this anime, but he seems to me he knows what he's talking about when it comes survival and stuff like that and all that other stuff. I'm assuming that he must have been a Boy Scout person from back in the past because he said that he's been with his mom and his dad for quite some time for quite some time, and he's been able to learn the ropes of survival and stuff. That's just from what I've heard from him and stuff like that. And the reason why I've heard this is that it just seems to me he has that experience and knowing what he's doing. But however, it doesn't mean that you are a professional knowing about survival. Anything could go wrong. Anything can mess up. Now, this is one thing I definitely do not like. I definitely do not like based on what in this anime. I'm not saying I hate this one thing. I'm not saying that. But the one problem that I see with this expert of this kid, basically in this anime, he went up to the not the ocean, but in the water. It looks like fresh and clean water and stuff like that. But however, if since he already he drank the water which is from his hands, he put like how you drink the water or how to splash your face with water when you look in the mirror and stuff like that, and stuff like that. The one thing that he should never done, he should never ever done drinking water out of the river because you don't know what's in that river. There could be some things that can make you sick. There could be other different things also as well too. And also another thing, you don't know how clean the water is. Just because the water is so clean, it does not mean there may be some chemicals in the water that can kill you, or they can make you very sick because you put yourself at a big risk. Put yourself at a big risk. And I think this is way too overmuch for basically for a character, Mr. Professional for him, just basically just do that and stuff like that, and just basically say, oh yeah, the water is safe. No, it doesn't mean, like I said, it does not mean if the water is safe or not, because that just really tells me like should we take a bath in this water and stuff like that, and so you don't know what's in that water. Just like I said earlier, you don't know what's in that water. You really don't know. I mean, even though you're taking a risk, even though you are taking that risk, you're endangering not to yourself, but you're endangering to others also as well too. and like what will happen is that some of the others will say, "Oh yeah, is this water drinkable? Should I take a bath in this water and stuff like that, and all that other stuff like that." Like I said, I'll say it again. You don't know. You don't know what the outcome is going to happen, or what will happen. All I do think is that I'm hoping that that kid does not get sick. I'm hoping he doesn't, because if he were to get sick, then that would be pretty catastrophic. It would be, and stuff like that. Now I'm really kind of wondering also about this also too. Like let's think about this. Okay, let's think about this. Okay, we know that the black girl, not the black girl. I mean, we know that the girl with the black hair. Okay. What if she were to die? What if she were to, maybe something bad must have happened, stuff like that. What will happen to her and stuff like that? Even though I don't think she doesn't want to be class. I don't think she doesn't want to be leader of the basic of the group. You know, basically decide what they do, what the supplies and stuff that they got and stuff like that. But you also have to realize it also as well too. Now, just one thing I definitely want to mention to you guys, which I'll hop back on her in just a second. I just want you guys to really understand when you guys watch this anime, you guys see like this, like there's these numbers and stuff like that, or some. I think there are numbers of words or something like that. It tells you from like, okay, Monday morning and night, Tuesday morning and night, Wednesday morning and night, Thursday morning and night, Friday morning and night, and then Saturday morning. I do believe I do believe I got that correct. Because the reason I'm saying it is because they're trying to save their points and stuff like that, and stuff like that. And I don't believe that they're not going to do a very good job by saving those points. Because if something were to bad to really to happen and stuff, then there's a likely very good possibility that they're going to have to use their points. And just general of this also thing also well too, because like the girls were just basically wondering, you know, they want to have their own privacy and stuff like that, just like going through their thing and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into details of anything like that. I'm just saying. That's just I was just saying. Because I like how the geek guy, which I don't know his name, but he has like gray hair, has glasses, and stuff like that. Because some of the girls were saying they just want to use a porta potty because they don't want the boys peeping and stuff like that, on them and stuff like that. But even though I'm just saying and stuff, because I mean they could have just gotten it. But however, the kid with the glasses, the gray hair, it just said like there's too much of a risk, they can't even do that. But even though the girls disagree with him, because they should have just have something like this that can really help them out. I think that is just way off to me, that for them to have something like that. It may seem as okay, but it's not. It's not. So I mean, I'm really kind of wondering like who's gonna mess up? Who's gonna mess up big time by wasting these points? By wasting these points. But there's also something I definitely want to tell you guys, just to keep a very close eye on with this anime. It's basically have to do with the blonde hair. I call him Mr. Wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna call him Mr. Wonderful. You probably know what I'm talking about, because it just seems to me Mr. Wonderful. He was going around in the jungle and seeing like what seems to be going on in the jungle. So with that, what maybe and stuff like that. It seems to me he must have found his way back to the boat. I don't know how or something like that. I don't know how he did that, but it seems to me that Mr. Wonderful does not want to be a team player. And the reason I'm saying it is that because the more he wanders, and so or he gets on a boat or something or whatever it maybe is that he could get his team disqualified, and they can lose very a lot of points because of what he's doing. Because however, since that he's doing this, he's not doing it just for his team. He's doing this for himself. So he's all in for himself. He's basically just saying, yeah, there's no I in team, I in team. That means it's just only me, and that's basically what it seems to be. And so yeah, and they could lose points and stuff like that. But even though I think some of the people were saying that Mr. Wonderful may have got sick or something like that, but nobody does not even know where he was actually really is going to go and stuff. Now, I definitely want to talk about Class A. I definitely want to talk about that also too, because there's this guy, because he has his cave or something like that they discovered. But I'm really kind of curious about something because I feel like that the ball guy the bald-headed guy, for class A, he must have known some insights and outsides about basically of this jungle. I'm really kind of curious, like how he were to able to know this kind of stuff, or maybe the teacher must have told him or something like that what was going to happen, what was really going to happen. I mean, that's a very likely good or a very good possibility. Now, this is a wild card. I think a lot of people need to pay attention to, especially in this anime, also too, is the teacher, because it seems to be the teacher. She's like controlling like this chess. That like chess. You play chess. You put your man right there. It seems to me that based from what I've seen, what she's really actually doing, it seems to me she's trying to set up somebody up and stuff like that. And when she made eye contact with the girl with black hair, I was going, oh man, this is going to be very serious. I mean, I'm not going to lie, because of the way she was looking at the girl, like I said, the girl with the black hair, it seems to me that she has her interest on her, and just basically to set something up or something like that. That's what it seems to me and stuff like that. Even though the teacher tried to do the same thing with the MC character, because that didn't work out, because he got really upset. But even though he had to agree on the terms of basically what the teacher. But this what really surprised me the most is stuff like that. And it basically, when he grabbed her by the I won't say not by the shirt, but when he grabbed her by the tie and stuff like that, he was actually being very, very serious that he was going to hurt her, and the teacher didn't seem to care really much at all, because like usually, like, basically like saying, you could do whatever you want with me, but you're not going to change the outcome of this game and stuff like that. But it feels to me that she's in control. She makes the shot. She's the one who's doing all the stuff and stuff like that. It seems to me that she's targeting the MC of this anime. Is basically saying to me, yeah, he's the most dangerous character in his anime. To be honest with you, yes, he's the most dangerous character in his anime, because for one, he's athletic. Two, he's very, very smart. And three, he's always very, very cautious about what he's really actually going to do. He really actually is going to do. But even though that's just basically what it seems to be. But I'm just saying. So I mean, like I said, I'm just saying. So yeah. But yeah. Anyways, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but yeah. Also, I forgot to mention to you guys that if you guys hear any thunder or lightning or something, or any rain or anything like that, it's raining out. It's raining outside, because it's like somewhere 8 o'clock my time, somewhere 8 o'clock my time. But yeah. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, and just let me know in the comments below. If like I said before, if you guys want to leave me a link to a website or something like that, or I can read manga or something like that, just let me know in the comments below. I wouldn't mind. Just like I said before, I don't want to go on no piracy sites or something like that. Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with that. I'm just being respectful. That's just all I'm just asking. I'm not demanding anything from you guys. I'm just asking from you guys. But yeah. Anyways, since I know I'll see you guys later. Take care. I hope you guys have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. And please hit the notification bell as well too, so let you guys watch my videos. And please leave a comment below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Remember, Jesus love you. I love you guys. Please safe. And remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care.